All right, what is going on? We're gonna play our second training game. Just put out a challenge for 15 minutes, 10-second increment, rated game. It's strange. I'm 1900 here because I don't play as often, but that's actually higher than uh, what I'm normally rated. My blitz rating was like 17 something, 1790 when I played 3 minutes. So we're gonna see how this one goes. Um, Hopefully we'll get a challenger anytime soon. I'm currently drinking Ugly Delicious, or just Ugly. It's kind of like Lacroix, except a different brand. I think they wanted to capitalize on the market that of flavored water, which has been around for actually a long time. Uh, so let's see what we come up with. If no one responds, I might even just play this guy, Lort Tester. All right, let's just play them. We're gonna wait too long. We just want to play a challenger. He wants to play as white, which is why he might not be taking my challenge. Very nice. The game is loading. I'm gonna zoom in to make sure the camera is all nice and good, and we are ready to go. So let's zoom in here. Make sure that you can see it. Oh, it actually looks pretty good. I'm very surprised. Oh, there you go. All right, that looks perfect. We have e4, c5, knight of 3, d6. We have Sicilian. I'm going to go into the Scheveningen if we play open Sicilian. And he surprises me. He doesn't play d4 right away. He plays knight c3. Is it possible for him to play d3? Interesting. He plays a3. I don't think I've seen this before. What's the purpose of a3? I feel like you're slowing down your moves, no? I want to stay flexible. Actually, I don't know. What do I want to do? Do I want to continue with my normal development move, or do I want to do something about this? Okay, let's just. I actually have no idea what he's doing, but he obviously wants to play as white. He wants to test this line out. Um, yeah, because my bishop can go to G7 or E7. But depending on what he does here, like, does he want to play B4? Trading my C pawn for the B pawn? Yeah, this is very strange. Wow, so I think he's gonna go to the close Sicilian. I think he's gonna play. Oh, I see. He wants to tuck this bishop back. But I mean, I can just expand now. No? Can I just expand and then push again? Push again and then capture this pawn? Is that? Am I being too aggressive here? So b4 takes, and wherever the knight goes, I capture this pawn. The only thing I need to be worried about is possibly that knight g4 targeting f7, but I can just push. What other moves do I have? Maybe here. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Okay, this is a trap. Is this a trap? Is this a trap? That's the. Oh, he gets this pawn. I guess? Do I have this tactic? This is a very strange opening. Wow. I think it works here. Okay, I hanged my B pawn, but I went up on here. His king can't castle. It's not safe. This bishop's gonna get active very soon. I mean, he has to go back to E1, no? I capture? Okay, I'm up a pawn. His king is not safe. Maybe I'll play active. Or actually, maybe this is better. Because this wants to tuck his king in. I can either play E6 or bishop E7. Let's play E6. Let's play bishop E7 and castle. I just feel like that's the most safe thing to do. There's no immediate need to push. So if queen b6, then bishop e3, then am I okay with closing off this bishop, pushing, and then bring my bishop to a6? That sounds like a good plan. Because this bishop's going to be useless, unless he has a c4 break, but that leaves this d pawn isolated. Yeah, let's just continue with this plan. Let's keep it safe. And we're so solid, I think. I mean, black has the right hand. White technically is very fine. Just up in development. Maybe there could have been a way I could have pushed further, but we'll look at it in the analysis. But for now, I'm pretty happy with my position. I have no weaknesses. Maybe this pawn, the endgame, the A pawn. I'm just slow in development, but once I develop, everything's going to be easy. And there's no way to exploit my lack of development. Maybe here? Even that wouldn't be that wise. Interesting. If I take castle, everything looks pretty safe. Queen h5. I mean, this pawn's hanging too. I can even play f6, which looks weakening. It actually is weakening, but it could be a very good defensive move. Because after f6 and I capture, what's your plan? Maybe I'm being too greedy. I feel like you know what? My gut sense is right. My gut says that because if I take castle, queen h4, g6. I mean, my dark square is going to be weak without my dark square, and I have no dark square bishop. So I could also take right now. Takes, knight here, and then f6. Huh. Do I take right away or do I play f6? Let's take right away. Maybe I'm being too greedy, but it just looks like there's no real threat that I should be scared of. Even like plans like rook e1 and d5 to open the e file, it seems slow. Oh, shoot. I totally forgot that this is unprotected. Like, this is protected twice. Oh, I miscalculated that. Pretty bad. Wait a minute. No, I didn't. Because if you capture, I capture, and then maybe you pin. But that's okay. Like, I'm not like losing entirely, right? Okay, I miscalculated that, so that's my fault. Um, Man, that's not good of me. So I should have traded first. I should play f6 first, then take a b2. And we'll verify to see if these lines are right. I'm undeveloped, but I'm up 2 pawns. Potentially 1 pawn. And I don't even have to take it immediately. Because if I take, he pins me. I think I have to take, because he's going to take here and then do some damage. He might even play queen f3, targeting my rook. I can just take another pawn. Ah, it feels so wrong of me to do so. Like, it's something like knight here. He's also threatening to take. I'm gonna lose this. I'm gonna lose this bishop no matter what. So let's might as well get as much material as possible, and hope that my lack of development will catch up and then be able to get back in the game. Let's go here to protect my d6 pawn and also not be in any discovered attacks along this diagonal. If this queen ever moves off the back rank or away from this pawn, I have targets. Oops. Targets, right? So this bishop's now loose after that move. So maybe I can play something like queen b2. I can also consider queen a5, queen a3, attacking the bishop. If queen b2, then rook c2. And then goes to queen a3, then rook gets easier development. But I want to keep an eye on this pawn too, so that's why. Alright, let's do queen a5. With the, I think it's more flexible. I can travel back to some other places. Maybe this might be a threat too. So I can rook queen a5 stops it. I might even play rook a7 to rook c7 to get my pieces out. I believe if I play just the natural knight move, there'd be some discoveries and pins. But I don't see it just yet. Maybe something like queen c2, you know, rook c1, and then maybe not bishop d5 because of my queens here, but something dangerous. But so far I don't see any immediate threats. So sometimes I imagine ghosts when ghosts aren't actually there. So the question is, this bishop has to move or be protected. So I think the idea could be queen c2 targeting these squares, right? Queen c2 would actually make my life a little more difficult. Actually, no. Maybe queen c2? And what if I play something like d5? This rook has to move now. This rook goes back. And then I develop normally. So basically, I have to try to prove that my 2 pawns that I stole are worth this lack of development. Actually, queen f5 is a good move too. It blocks any tempo move that the queen can get to come into the attack. So queen e2. Huh. Nice move. Targeting threats along this way. So I'm gonna attack my rooks now, right? I can afford to lose this pawn. I guess. Okay. Or what if I play something like this? Bring this queen over here, guard this pawn, and if rook e2 check, then simply king d8 or rook e7, king d8, and then what is black gonna do? Oh, maybe brings rook down. Alright, so he's threatening rook e7. And if I play a move like this, what is the consequence? Here? Yeah, this move seems like it solved my problems. Is there any idea of a rook sacrifice coming down? Oh, it solved my problem because it protects the e7 square, so... Okay, let's try it. Then my next move is to play rook e8, just to... If I can trade things down, I'm winning. I have an extra piece, or extra pawns. So he does play that. And so, what if I go here? You forever block off, no? I can also go here. Oh, wait a minute, I have a fork. Oh, wait a minute, because he can just go here. I see. Something like this would be not good. I feel like I can just block here. You know, it protects this square from this rook coming down. It disconnects the queen and the rook. My next move might even be to trade. Right? This bishop is always tied down to this pawn. This bishop can't even actually move. Because once the d5 pawn falls, this rook is under attack and just trapped. And there's no pawns to dislodge my knight from e5. I also notice I have this check in handy if I ever need it. So what are the best moves for white here? Wow, this knight's doing a good job. The queen can't even go to g4. You would have to do some kind of slow move, like this, to target here, but I can protect it with maybe rook g1 or something. So if that's the idea, then maybe I should bring this rook over. Other ways white can infiltrate is maybe bringing the rook to b2 in order to go, to b7, not b6. If the queen ever goes to an open file, we're gonna attack it. And then once the queen moves, we're gonna try to trade rooks. That's the plan. That's the plan, at least. So, feeling pretty good. Like what? I'm just trying to think of resources for white. I think white is now in a funk of like, oh shoot, maybe d5 wasn't the best move. This knight is a beast. It's guarding the most important squares. And it still goes there. Fantastic. Look at this. Look at this move. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Uh, the point is, if I capture back with check, and they're trying to say that all this pressure I capture will be too much, way too much. So say for example I captures back, and I have a choice of taking it or just sitting. If I sit, then rook e7 comes with tempo, so maybe I messes the capture. Uh, he has his choice of rook e5 or rook c2 to check. If c2, then I block with my queen on c5, so I'll rule out c2. Queen e4 check, and the king has to come back to either d7 or c7. If b6, then he wins the pawn with tempo. So if d7, both of them will come with check. So check. King goes to the back rank. And then what's the plan there? What's the plan after that, white? Okay. Is there any other moves that instead of that? So no? Okay. I think I'm gonna do it. I think it's like I don't see it's gonna be the ultimate test. The ultimate test of defense here. Yeah, this bishop is free now too, so let's see what happens. Yeah. D5 as expected. So oh, the point is that he'll win a rook. So maybe to go to c7 to d um, to b6. Got it. I can't go to b6 right away because of rook takes d6. I see. I see what you're trying to do. I'm up 5. My king is not safe, but I'm up 5 point. That's pretty nuts. I think I have no choice. Oh, this is also a choice. But actually it's not. It's checkmate. So here, you'll check from behind. Then I escape. This actually looks very dangerous. I think I didn't calculate too far. Okay. I have one choice. Yeah, I don't see the mate. So if here, then here. Ah. If I go here, then checkmate. So if I go here, which is the only choice, I actually can't calculate. Check. Ah, clever. Clever, clever. Wow. That's pretty brilliant. If I want to lose my queen, I'm gonna lose it with some compensation, right? So, wow, that's very clever. Very, very clever. He's gonna take a check. Oh man, that's very good on his part. Let's try to hide. Okay, wow. I underestimated that attack. So win this pawn. But this bishop's hanging, so can't win the pawn just yet. So bishop will move here. Oh, I can't even move the bishop because of my rook's hanging. Oh, this is bad. Very bad. So what if I takes, check, check. Yeah, this is bad. Huh. I need to keep my 2 rooks on the board. So let's... Huh. My only chance to win, actually, is to push this pawn. Push it forward and get a queen. Or at least exchange it for the bishop. That's bad calculation on my part. So, D1 or B8? Or D8 or B8? Let's go B8. Because if I go D8, then he'll just go back and just chill out. Alright, let's push. Let's keep my pawn on a dark square. Oh, that's checkmate. Oh, that's very bad. Okay, learned a lot. I actually wasn't very confident on surviving that anyways. It'll be a slow burn. But let's see the analysis board. Let's see what's happening. I'm actually going to input it in a study that I have. And then so all my notes can save. So bear with me for 1 sec. Lichess training games. And I'll zoom in again, obviously, of course. And I'll look at it without an engine. Alright. There you go. It looks good. Alright, just making it nice and large for all the viewers. Fantastic. Oh man, what a game. So there's this really weird move he played. It's like he didn't play the right move order. He played A3. And I was like, man, I just want to capitalize on this, you know? And then bishop c4 with the idea to tuck it in. And I'm like, okay, let's go for it. And I'm actually pretty okay with how this played out. Here, it's trading a central pawn for a outside pawn, like a B pawn. Like, I would do that any day of the week. Only problem is that I'm a little bit less developed, but as long as I'm pretty solid, I'm good. I think what went wrong was I just got really greedy and just ate a bunch more pawns. So like here, this is a nice tactic, but it just got his pieces out faster. And for the price of a pawn, he had really fast development. So it was debatable. Like, instead of taking, I could have just played solid. Something like this. You know. And this would be a very normal position. Except that I have a central pawn, and he has my outside pawn. That actually opens up lines for my king, so maybe that would have been the better choice. Let's go back. I took instead. And now his pieces are just going to be coming out real fast. He wants to cast it by hand. And here's where I went greedy, I think. I think better was maybe even just to play queen c7. Or even f6. I was thinking f6. Bishop e3, and then d5. And then like, what do you like? This bishop is bad. This bishop's gonna be bad. This pawn's hanging still. Something like queen c2, castles, rook to e1. Knight c3, knight c6. Like, this is fine for black too. So what I did in the game, it was in this position where I debated f6. I'm gonna check the engine after this, but let's see what happens here. I take, takes, and then I underestimated this move. I thought, okay, f6 is gonna be easy, right? But no, there's pins. I'm underdeveloped, and I take another pawn. Maybe better was just develop again. Just put your knight on a good square. Right, something like this. Like, this would have been much better. My king is actually protected. My rooks can get out. And I'm up a pawn still. I'm up 2 pawns. So this would have been nice. Actually, you know where I went wrong? I think this wasn't even the wrong part. Where I went wrong was right here. I didn't calculate deeper enough to know that taking would be a mistake. I just saw a couple moves and I'm like, okay, you can't have anything. But there's a nice mating there, but the king just forces up the board, which I should have I shouldn't have underestimated. Maybe better was, again, to just simply trade. Like, tell me what you're gonna do here. Oh, wait a minute. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna take. Just kidding. So this pawn's under attack. So did I have a choice? Do I have a choice? Other choice is to bring my queen to protect the square. Okay, so maybe it wasn't that clear. So this position might be a good position for you to pause and see what would you play as black. We saw that how troublesome knight takes c6 was. Unless I saw there's a way out of it that I didn't see. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is that even a big threat though? Say, for example, we play like rook c1. Check. Check. Okay, it looks pretty bad. Check. Actually, I would just take it here. I would just take. So maybe better would be to check. Maybe block. And then check. So blocking can't block. Check. And then now you check with the rook. Yeah, this looks bad, huh? Check. Say the king goes here. Is it checkmate? No. Right, this looks horrible. Say the least. Let's go back. Yeah, pause your video. I actually don't know. I don't know the best answer here. Maybe I shouldn't have even allowed that. Let's go back. Knight c6. Actually, that was forced, right? I couldn't do anything because if here, then you catch. He checks. right? Maybe that would have worked actually. I'm limited on squares. The rook can't go here because my queen can capture. Well, how does black proceed? It looks like I've stopped things. But even if the queen comes forward like this... Oh, actually it can't because the knight is here. So, what if the queen came here? Well, I take the rook, sorry. So the queen comes here. Attacking my knight. I don't know. This looks dangerous. Okay, let's keep going with the game. I think after this, though, it's pretty much over, it looks like. Yeah, from here it's... I don't want to go through the rest. This is an easy win for white. Having the power of the queen and of the bishop, too. If it was just the queen, then maybe a different story. But there's pawns, and like the queen can just capture everything. Just literally push the pawns forward. My rooks aren't anywhere active as the queen is. So, yeah, good game by Lurtrester. Let's open up Open Explorer, and let's see what. Has anyone ever played this before? They play. Okay, so A3 is not like a well-known thing. So only 5 games have been played with A3. Yeah, knight c6 was the obvious move, but I don't usually play knight c6 in the Sicilian. So if they ever do switch to d4, then I might be a little bit out of book. But in A3 is okay because it stops the b5 push anyway, so it'll transpose to lines that I'm not too familiar with. So I just play a6. Oh, a game has been played here. e6 was played, but I played b5. I just want to be aggressive. Let's actually open up the engine. I'm going to scoot the screen over for just a quick second. Close the screen a little bit so that we can see the engine. And I'm going to close the opening book because we're out of book already. b5. The engine wants b5 or e6, so both are fine. Bishop a2. And then here, it's too early. It seems like b4 is too early. They prefer e6 or knight c6. And it's pretty even position. So let's continue. b4 takes, knight d5. And then, wow, taking was a mistake already. Because I'm just so behind in development. d3 or castling would have been fine. But he took the pawn. So this actually is fine. Oh, wait a minute. I could just play queen b7 immediately. Just right away. Instead I took. And that's... So this was a losing move. Why do I gotta take right away? I could just play queen b6. I thought that after castle, like, oh, I don't have a threat anymore. But my threat is still to take this knight. Wow. That's not a... Wow, that's really good. So, I took instead, and that's losing. Because we're even material, but look at this. Like, I am so slow in development. They like knight g5 immediately. Knight g5. Instead, they play rook. Oh, wow. Rook c1, rook f1 just makes everything even. And if I played h6 to prevent that, or e6, then it would be fine. So let's see what happens. Why is this move so powerful? Because you're targeting the f7 square. And if I block, you take it anyways. Wow. And then I'm assuming you follow up with queen f3. You come back. And you win the rook. Bravo. Bravo. Tactics. Wow. So instead, he played the move that didn't take advantage of it, and I played e6. Okay, I think I stopped my problems, right? c3, queen b6, king g1, Rook a7, the computer suggests. Also h6 to prevent knight g5, which actually should be an obvious move. So here, they do like f6. They also like queen d8, and queen c7 would have also achieved the same similar result. They like f6 because the queen has to go back somewhere else, and then you can just develop normally. Yeah, you can play d5 like the line I suggested. So just castle. This would have been just fine for black. Instead, oops, I'm sorry. So we're here. e6, c3, b6. And then I just captured. And this is another losing move. It loses by 5-6 points. Wow. That's pretty wild. f6 was an obviously better choice. So what did I miss that I didn't see here? Knight g5, f6. Oh, he didn't see this move. Queen h5. With all sorts of threats. With this rook coming in, this bishop. This is what happens when you get too greedy, y'all. Make sure when you win the lottery to share your money with folks. Wow. Did not see that. f6, he takes, which is also very good. I take another pawn, which is losing. I'm plus 10. It didn't feel like plus 10 during the game. It felt like I was waiting. I had some hope actually. Wow. I can't believe it's plus 15 here. I thought I'm just chilling. Wow, there's forced checkmate in 7 moves in this position because I'm in such a mating net. So captures, queen e6. Wow. That's crushing. Okay, it's not checkmate, but I'm just not. So I literally thought, I'm like, up 2 pawns, I'm gonna hold this, and this could be okay. Obviously, my analysis of the position was not accurate. And this move, okay, because of this move, now I feel that it's more accurate. Actually, it still said plus 5 if you capture, but what should I have played? I should have played knight e5. Okay, what happens after check? No. This is knight d5. So, okay, after thinking a little bit, I'm still in trouble. They want you to capture here. And after I capture back, play queen g4, king d8, and then infiltrate, with threats everywhere. So instead, wow! Wait a minute. So that was a mistake. Rook takes, then knight takes c6, but why? You take c6, you play check, you play king c7, you check, and you don't go to b6. You go to d7, because if you take with check, then I take here, and then you don't have time to take because of checkmate. Wow. Tactics save the game. That's pretty wild. I just thought that I ruled that option out because if I go to d8, then I'm just hanging my rook when I had no idea that I could take his rook and threaten mate if he takes my other rook. That's amazing. Instead, I got checkmated very fast. So he missed checkmate in 2. And he just won material. So he missed checkmate, but that is really wild. Really, really wild. I'm turning off the engine now. I hear the computer fan running. That's a wild game. A really bad analysis on my part. I evaluated the position so poorly. Yeah, pushing b4. I thought, I want to win a pawn. I'm just so greedy and I just want to get things going. But simple is just to play bishop e7, e6, bishop e7. And I have a lot of space on the queen side, which makes it easier for me to to play. Um, Man, this is nice. So instead of capturing, they want you just to castle, and white's better. So instead, you don't take with the knight, you just threaten two things at once. This is Tactics 101. I just try to be fancy. And knight g5 here immediately wins. Because if you play e6, then you just capture right away. And there is way too much pressure. This bishop's going to come out. This rook's going to come out. And black's pieces are all undeveloped. Pretty nice. Let's go back. I play e6. Yeah, taking here was horrible too. Better was just to play queen d8 or just f6. Yeah, my gut said f6 felt right, but oh man, this is a bad example of how to play solid chess. Not seeing your opponent's threats like these and kind of underestimating them. Yeah, this is... Alright, I'll stop it here. There's checkmate in 2. I think it was here. And then... Wait, where's checkmate in 2? Here? There you go. That was like 3. Okay, well, good game. Sicilian a3. I won't forget this game. a3 is very strange. Just play normal, Tam. Just play knight c6 and just go about your day. Actually, I'm very curious. Before I end this, I want to see the other game. Knight c6, bishop c4. Let's play that line. And then they all play g6. So yeah. So one of them did play b4 with the idea. So c takes, a takes, knight takes. Kind of like a reverse Banco structure in a way, where you sacrifice one of your pawns. And white's actually very much higher rated in this game. And wow, the bishop didn't even go to g7, it went to d6. Wait, queen takes g5? What? What is this? What kind of game is this? It ended in 14 moves. Okay, interesting. Maybe this is how not to play it. Okay, well, I'm going on a tangent. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something about this game. And I'll see you in the next game, next video, next tactic. Glad you're following on this journey of becoming for myself to try to become a national master. All right, thanks so much.